Hello again. Yeah, I suppose we better get on with doing a video. Hopefully we'll show you how we can change our thought processes towards sat-navs and how we can tailor the directions they give us to get us to where you want to be. Pretty much first time every time. The thing with sat-nav is, yes, you can trust it, but can you trust it 100%? They're getting better. They are getting better, but I still wouldn't put 100% trust into the sat-nav, purely because I know. Let me help me. Thank you. Purely because I know that not everybody can be 100% right all the time, and even companies like TomTom and Garmin don't necessarily always get their mapping correct. So yes, sat-navs are good, maps are good, but common sense is the biggest part of any driver's toolkit, and never forget to use some common sense. If your sat-nav or your map tells you to turn left in 100 yards and you look at the road and there is a signpost that says width restriction 1.5 meters, well, you'd be pretty foolish to take it, to be fair. So a little bit of common sense, keep your eyes open, look at the road signs, and once you get to know areas, obviously you can use the sat-nav to your advantage, because you can make sure you avoid the roads that it maybe would have tried to send you down. Now towards the end of the week I will go through how you can report things like weight restricted roads that haven't been recognised yet by TomTom, and also height restrictions or even width restrictions. I know, just as an example, our depot over in Warrington, there was a 7.5 ton limit on one of the roads nearby, and their mapping had kind of over spilled the 7.5 ton limit onto the main road, so it actually took the whole main road out for a while. But you are able to report this, and what actually happened was, because it took the main road out, it sent you on a wild goose chase around all the farm roads and the little narrow lanes that you just wouldn't want to take an artic around. So if you were solely relying on your sat-nav to get you to our depot over in Warrington, you'd have really struggled, to be fair, for a good month. But again, if you do your homework, if you spend a bit of time having a look to see where the sat-nav is going to send you, all of this can actually be prevented. So today's work is, we're based in Warwick, and at the moment we've picked up an empty trailer and I'm taking it over to Rushden in Northamptonshire, and then from there we're going to head down to Gravesend, just the other side of the Dartford crossing, and then we will reload there and bring it back to Coventry tomorrow morning. That's fairly straightforward to our depot in Rushden, and because of our base camp in Warwick, I didn't really want to be seen sat in the yard for hours on end setting up video cameras and chatting to my phone. I've decided to actually hit the road, so we'll go through a couple of bits once I get to Rushden. We'll get the sat-nav set up, and and I'll show you how I look for places, especially if I've not been before, and if I feel that I know a better route to where I need to be, then I will also show you how I change the Satnav's route and tailor it to the way that I want it to go. Okay, so we've made it over to Rushden and I've collected my paperwork, and I now know which trailer I'm going to be picking up. So I'm just going to wander over there, go underneath my trailer, T25, and then we'll start plumbing in the Satnav. We're not due down into Gravesend until 3 o'clock, and it won't take 5 hours to get from Rushden in Northampton down to Gravesend. So we'll probably take a bit of a break. So I'm underneath the trailer. Probably heard the clunk. Just lifted up and off the legs, and then we'll have a little bit of a look at Google Maps. Alright, so we're now underneath the trailer and I have all the information I need right here. We're going to be heading to Move Lube, or Commer Oils, down in Gravesend. It's on Dering Way. I have a postcode, got the address, the load is in the trailer, strapped down, ready to go. Just empty containers really. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to Google Maps. Google Maps is an app that you download through the Play Store or Apple's own store, whatever it's called, forgot the name of it, iApp. Once you've downloaded it, you'll soon see the screen that you are presented with. I'm just keeping an eye on a trailer here. He's reversing alongside me and is fairly close. I don't know where he's going. Anyway, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to okay, so we're now recording the screen, which is really weird, and we'll go into my maps. Now the way that this works, if I just come back out and come back across here again, wherever I press on the screen you'll see a little white dot appear, if that makes sense. I'll go back again. Now this is the Samsung Galaxy phone, and if I go into maps, and then the Google Maps is the one on the left where it says Maps, click on this to open it, and there it is, it's already on there. So in the top bar there where it says search here, we will put in the postcode DA12 to QX. It's like I've been there before, and we've just pressed on the bottom right hand side of the screen the little magnifying glass search. We'll press that and there you go. Okay, so move lubes, and if I just move the screen across a little bit, there we go, Dering Way. So we know the postcode is going to take us to Move Lubricants, but will it actually take us to Dering Way, and which way will it take us? So we can only find that out by using the TomTom, but what I use Google Maps for is for getting an overview of the area and what to expect once I get there. So at the top right hand side of the screen, where the microphone symbol is, underneath that the little diamond shaped things. If you press that and then press satellite and then just click back on the map again, there we go, you now get an overview of move lubes. So Dering Way is in the middle of the screen now, and if you use both thumbs in the middle, push out towards the sides, you can start to zoom in. So this is the road that we need to come in on. Go away notifications, and we come in where it says Dering Way, we turn left into the lubes, and from here, if you've never been before, you can get an idea of what you would need to do once you get there. So would you need to reverse in? If you look at where all the other lorries are situated, if I put it in the middle of the screen, he's facing the right way to come back out again, but is there room for him to drive in, turn around, come back out again? Well, yeah, there's any amount of room in there really for an Arctic. What you actually do is you come in along here and then you turn left, oops, and you drive over this yellow weighbridge, and then you come round the back, you unload in this bit here which is in the middle, and then you just drive back round, up and over the top and back out the way that you came in. So fairly straightforward, fairly simple. So we know what to expect when we get there, and now it's a time that we'll decide how we get there. Now the other thing you can do with Google Maps is, if where it says Dering Way, you see how you've got like the lighter grey stripe up through the middle, and there's another one going off to the left, and if I move it back into the middle, there's one going off the right there. But if you just click down on that, just with your thumb or your finger or whatever, just for a second or two, what it'll do is it'll drop a little red pointer, and if you look where it says directions, just above there, there's a little window that's appeared, and if you click on that little window, this will take you onto the street view, and again you can zoom in and out, you can move round, and now you'll see the blue line, which if you just push along, you can actually start travelling down the road, or you can just double click with your thumb further down the road and you'll just zoom along to where it is. So to turn round again, one thumb or your finger, whatever you want to do, and just keep turning the screen round till you get back to where you want. Now interestingly, if you did want to reverse in, or if you needed to reverse back out to come back out, because this is a dead end further up, well now you know actually there's a big enough room that you can actually reverse into there. So loads and loads of information. Let's come back up to the entrance, and that's fine, there's any amount of room in there. We know that we can drive in, drive round and drive back out again. There's absolutely nothing to worry about with this particular one. So we'll come back out of this screen recorder,